How's my quad squad doing? It's the man, the myth, the legend, Quadmft here, bringing you guys an advanced warfare video talking about the new patch that came out a few days ago, and now kind of reflecting on what I think about it. So you guys can see that I'm using one of the guns that was buffed in the patch. It was the ARX-160, which I believe the rate of fire was buffed. And of course, if you guys didn't notice, if you guys haven't been on Advanced Warfare and tried it out, if you haven't noticed the magazine size, no, I'm not using extended mags on this gun. I am using the regular version of it, or at least the regular mag version of it, where it actually starts out with 45 bullets now, and when you put on extended mags, I believe it gives you like 60 or 67, something insane. So now you guys can completely unload on a lot of enemies without having to reload all the time by using the ARX, because they buffed it, which I think it really did need a buff. The ARX is, I don't want to say it was unusable, but it definitely wasn't good. And now that I have the Steel by Elite version of it, upping the damage by 3, it's actually fairly good. You know, it's not the greatest in the world, it's not the Battle 27 or the ASM1, but it's definitely a monster of an assault rifle, so it's really good. I would suggest you guys go ahead and check that out. But what I more or less wanted to reflect on is saying how good of a patch this actually was for Advanced Warfare, and how it actually puts some of these guns that were completely irrelevant and just impossible to use, and how Sledgehammer actually realizes that and doesn't just sit there and neglect and say like, oh, deep down we know these guns, nobody's going to use them, nobody's going to do actually well with these guns. They actually realize that nobody's doing well with them, nobody's using them, everybody's using the ASM1, and they realize, like, you know, we got to do something about this, guys. We gotta get these other guns to be able to actually be useful, to be good. You know, things like the pistols, like the Atlas 45 and the PDW. Everybody uses the RW1, especially that rail driver, that one-shot gun. Everybody uses that, so that's why they up the PDW and they up the Atlas 45 pistol, actually making them fairly usable. They're actually decent. And then they try to up the EPM3, that irrelevant gun. You guys know what I'm talking about. They reduce the recoil even more. They try to do it. I mean, I tried. I don't like it that much, but I mean, they're trying. They're trying. And then they also, everybody's loving the ASM1. You know, I mean, they're loving it, but then again, there's a lot of people that are hating it. They're saying that it's way too overpowered, so they reduce the initial fire rate. It started out, you guys know how you'd shoot it and go really fast and you'd melt people, and then it would go from 1,000 RPM down to a 720 RPM over within a few seconds within the first 3 bullets, I believe it is. Now it just starts out as 720 RPM, and I think that was a great decision. Sledgehammer is one of the greatest Call of Duty creators ever, with implementing the ability to buy supply drops and updating with such great patches all the time and communicating on Twitter. It's absolutely incredible. So I would say, reflecting on this patch after a few days of playing, you realizing that how good of a patch it actually is. I'm in love with it. Thank you, Sledgehammer, very much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the Quad Squad. If we can shoot over 350 likes on this video, that'd be awesome. It's been Quadmft, and I'm outie 5000. Bang, bang.